Say good morning, and today I'm just gonna talk about randomness like always. I decided to go to the park this morning and get out of the house. Woke up, made breakfast, and everything. But today's words that I'm gonna say are about happiness. Everybody has their own definition. Happiness is money, happiness is having a family, happiness is having a girlfriend, happiness is being single, happiness is. Everybody's definition of happiness is different. But truly, happiness is just found, being surrounded by those things that you love. And me, I used to be afraid of that word love. I wouldn't say it to my friends, I wouldn't say it to my family hardly, and I still do. Still don't. But really, happiness is just finding a place where you can be at peace, right? Read a book, make music, whatever it takes. Me, I personally find happiness doing weird things like going to the library, and now I'm starting this blog. It's a new thing I'm doing to clear my head, and if there's ever a day I'm gone, my words are still out there, and someone will have them to, listen to. Well, last night I was speaking with someone, and they messaged me out of nowhere, and they were like, I hurt myself. And this person means a lot to me, and, it worries me, but it was out of nowhere after talking and saying, we need a break, we're not going to talk no more. And when it comes down to it, we all have our own scars. I got my own scars on my arm from hurting myself, and pain is something that is hard to cope with, and some of us cope with it by cutting ourselves. I'll admit it, I've done it more times than I can count. I have the scars to prove it. It's not something that is easily handled. Depression, it's a hard thing too. We all have it. I'm not saying that some people have it worse than others, but some feel they do. This is just randomness, but basically, what I feel is you honestly cannot be happy unless you surround yourselves with things like that can actually truly make you feel happy. So when I got this message last night, I was pretty hurt, I was upset, I was crying, I couldn't sleep, and I was worried about the person who did it. But you can't tell a person, oh, it'll be okay, because it's not okay. Obviously something deep down inside of them is hurting, and if they're coming to you, they want comfort, they want advice on how to get out of this problem. But what I've learned is you can only take everybody's advice with a grain of salt. You can't just automatically open up and be able to do it. I mean, I'm not truly a happy person ever. I'm usually miserable, but I'm starting this new thing where I'm trying to open up with my words, whether it be video or talking to someone physically. Last night I walked all the way to the hospital to go see a friend because they were hurting, and I do things out of the kindness of my own heart. I'm a soft person. I'm a sweet person. I do what I can for people. And even this person last night that messaged me that, I'm still feeling kind of hurt about it. And I wish that I could be there for them, but, they push me aside, and I ask them, hey, what's causing it? What's causing it? Oh, you're annoying. You're stubborn, whatever. But, in my lifetime, 27 years, I've suffered with depression. I've used weed, alcohol to cover things up. I jump from relationship to relationship, and it's not the healthiest thing, but it's something I feel I needed comfort. I feel abandoned all the time. I feel alone. I feel tired. I feel sick. I feel emotionally drained. Still to this day I do, but, I surround myself with things that kind of make me positive. I write, I read, I go to the library. I'm such a big nerd, but, or I just look up random things, listen to positive music. I have my days where I'm not quite myself, but everybody, has those days. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, you gotta love yourself. You really do. I've said this in countless videos before, but you gotta love yourself. If you can't love your own self, then basically it's, how is someone else gonna feel the same feelings towards you if you don't even have them towards your own self? I found myself at the park today. I used to bring my nephew here all the time, and it's kind of cool to get out and see the world, but everybody asks me, hey, you want to hang out? You want to hang out? You want to do this? Hanging out always leads to drinking and like being stupid. But come on, I ended up shaving all my hair off and playing bloody knuckles. And I'm 27. I feel like I'm at a point in my life where I need to just stop. I need to settle down. I need to cut back on things. But this may all sound like rambling to you guys, but this is just my random thoughts. Love yourself. live in the moment, love today. A quote I've always used, and a lot of people have came back to me and they're like, hey, Nick, basically, those words that you told me a long time ago, I still live by them. And the quote I've always lived by is, there's always sunshine and rainbows after every storm, but at the end of every rainbow is a pot of gold. I haven't found my pot of gold. I may never find it in my lifetime. But maybe in my next lifetime, I'll be able to find it, and it'll be a different life. Basically, I just want to say, you gotta love yourself. You gotta love those around you who do take the time to try to talk to you, try to help you when you're upset. If they ask you, hey, what's wrong? Don't just say, oh, I'm okay. No, because usually the ones that say they're okay are the ones that are hurting the most. They're the ones that need someone. Anyways, enough rambling for today. Peace out.